What's up, guys? We're doing some half guard passing. There's two types, when the opponent has a knee shield and when we're past the knee shield. Let's look at passing with the knee shield first. When I'm passing with the knee shield, my upper body is going to try to pull myself into my opponent. So I'm going to reach over the leg and I'm going to start making grips, whether that's on his same side lapel, the pant leg, the cross lapel, or the cross sleeve. And then once I make my second grip, I'm going to pull myself into my opponent, drop all my weight onto him, and then look to free my lower body. The two ways I free my lower body is by either dragging my knee on the mat and then knee cutting forward, or I do something where I tripod up and then I cut through. So I make my upper body connection, I pull myself in, and now I tripod and I knee cut. If tripoding doesn't work, I can always try to sprawl and drag their half guard bottom hook out on the mat, and then once it's out, I can use my free foot as a butterfly hook to peel their bottom half guard hook off. More commonly, I'll do something where I try to tripod up and walk my toes forward and pinch my knees. So I'm kind of doing a little twinkle toes thing. My knees are pinched, I walk my toes up on the mat, and then I cut to the side for that knee cut. If I just make my grips and then try to cut to the side while my partner has a good bite on my leg, I get caught. So what I need to do is sprawl my right leg back to open up his half guard a little bit, and then that creates some space and now I can knee cut through, or I do my little twinkle toes pass. The other type of passing in half guard is when I'm past the knee shield already. My main goal is to fight for the underhook. My trick when I fight for the underhook is that once I get the underhook in the crossface, I take a wrist to wrist type grip and place it under their shoulder blade. This is going to simulate like a tennis ball is under their rotator cuff, so when I drive into them, it's going to make them want to release the half guard. If my hands are on the outside of the shoulder, there's no pressure. If I go under the shoulder, there's immense pressure, and now as I tripod in and drive all my weight forward, people will just open their half guard for me. So again, when I win the crossface and the underhook, I don't want to just drive forward because it'll cause pressure, but some people have a really good bite with their legs. I want to lift them up, cross my wrists under their shoulder, and then tripod. You can see the happiness on my partner's face when I do this. And lastly, when my opponent is being disciplined with their elbow and they don't let me win the underhook, I'm going to place my shoulder behind their tricep. So what I do is I can't get the underhook, I push their hand into their stomach, and I throw my shoulder behind their arm so they can't win the underhook. And then I start knee cutting with their arm trapped in front of the body. A lot of times when I finish this sequence, the Darce choke is right there because I'm already in the position. Again, I can't win the underhook, so I pin his wrist to his body so that he can't underhook me, I throw my shoulder behind his tricep, and then I start tripoding and knee cutting off to the side. I can hold that wrist for extra control, but I don't want to let him win this underhook back because now he's going to wrestle up from half guard. So I need to keep that wrist pinned and throw my shoulder to that tricep. Once I do that, it's as easy as knee cutting all the way through. Again, guys, this was a request video. Till next time, let's get it.